Okay, my year in review, let's go. I'm not gonna do too much fluff, okay? We're gonna get right into the meat and potatoes. Just a little bit about me if you are new here. I'm Esosa, aka Your.Melanated.Dietitian, and your girl has always been into goal setting. Literally since childhood when my dad made us all sit together at the end of the year and plan out our own goals. And now I'm a dietitian who helps women just like you create goals with actions that are realistic, real, and attainable for where you are in life. So your goals don't become some dusty has-been sitting in a notebook somewhere that you wrote in January of whatever year. For this recap, I am breaking down everything into these 6 categories. First, health and fitness. It just feels right to start here. Yes, I'm a whole dietitian, so let's do it. In 2025, I really took the health part very serious. While I eat a healthy diet, I exercise, there are some things that I just could not ignore anymore, like pain management. I saw chiropractors, yes, that is plural. I went to see a gynecologist for like heavy, painful periods. I got an MRI done on my knees. And finally saw a specialist for the congestion that I just feel all of the time. This year was big on prevention for me, and I am very proud of myself, okay? I can be a bit of a workaholic and can ignore stuff, and I don't want to be that type of leader. Huge lesson here is that taking care of myself is not something you do after burnout, something you build before everything falls apart. Outside of health, I did have an aesthetic goal, and my goal was to do a body recomposition where I build my glutes and my shoulders. I wanted to do a body recomposition, and I think I was pretty successful with achieving it and maintaining it. I'm not just excited about how it aesthetically looks, but it was also a reminder that consistency is not about chasing extremes, it's about showing up daily and making it attainable, realistic. Next category, we have finances. Okay, this category is near and dear to my heart, right up there with health and wellness. Finances is something I've grown a lot in. I've been on a debt-free journey for a long time, and this year, the journey officially ended. I paid off over $75,000 of student loan debt, and my husband paid off about $45,000 of student loan debt. Okay, because we don't owe nobody at them schools. Biggest lesson here is clarity reduces anxiety. As somebody who values financial health just as much as nutrition and physical health, I truly believe that your money needs a plan just like your food does. Getting out of debt was not the finish line for me whatsoever. It's truly my starting point. Next category is personal life, marriage, and community. This category is less about doing more and more about doing things intentionally. I wanted to be intentional about telling my friends that they could call me for this or reach out to me for that or whatever it might be, making sure that they know they can invite me to whatever they're most excited about. As far as my marriage, one of our goals was to be intentional about building a healthy marriage and maintaining a healthy marriage, and to put our money where our mouth is. If we're gonna say marriage is very important, we're gonna make sure that our money is showing that as well. So we did marriage counseling for 3 months. We went to several events this month that centered like money and marriage or communication. We didn't do this because something was technically wrong. We did it because we value longevity. Just like nutrition, people typically come to me when they're in crisis mode. They tried everything and they're on the edge of just giving up. But I want more people to come when they're not on the edge, when you like realize, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not in crisis mode just yet, but this is all new territory and I just would love somebody to guide me. Next category is traveling. Really happy with how much I traveled this year. I feel like anything more would have been just too much. I had a lot happening this year. I went to Dubai, Cancun, San Juan for a cruise and visited multiple islands, St. Louis to visit family for the 4th of July. And I attended my first ever Fancy convention. It's basically like the Super Bowl for dietitians, and it was in Nashville, a new city I had never been to, so that was pretty fun. And last but never least, hobbies, creativity, and self-care. As for hobbies, I tried making earrings, really got heavy into building. One huge goal that I had for myself was to learn how to create shelves, cabinets, and other woodworking things from scratch. And I actually did that, so that was pretty cool. I was actually gonna pay somebody to teach me how to do it, but I purchased a property and the funds to get somebody to teach me that trade just was not there. So YouTube University, I went. And honestly, it was really empowering to see like, okay, if I put my mind to something and just try and fail and try again, I'll get to the result I'm looking for. Now, when it comes to that little self-care, set a goal to go to the spa 4 times out of the year, and I failed at that. And I actually set the same goal in 2024, like go to the spa 6 times, failed at that, so I reduced it this year. But what I'm realizing is the spa might not just be my thing. I think I was chasing a certain type of self-care, thinking this is how self-care relaxation should look, instead of chasing what truly restored me. That is something I am still working on for 2026. Because I will not be doing that goal again. So before you scroll away, I want to encourage you, look back at your own year using these same categories: health and fitness, finances, personal life, marriage, community, travel, hobbies, creativity, and self-care. Not to judge yourself, but to notice what actually moved the needle forward to the person you're trying to become. And remember, just because something didn't work doesn't mean you failed. It means it's just time to pivot. Stay tuned because I will be sharing my 12-week year goals and how I'm turning this reflection into realistic action steps. Peace.